Did you find, I mean, obviously you would have rather Deontay take the 3-fight deal and we get Joshua Wilder, but did you find it kind of ballsy that he's gambling on himself and thinking I could get more money?
I don't think it was his decision.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was his decision, but I don't think it was a decision that he made off his own back. You know, I think he was advised to take that decision. And listen, if he's getting the same money, I mean, one thing that he's definitely sure is this fight is twice the size it was a year ago, right? And it may be twice the size in another year than it is now.
So it'd be smart to hold out if that's the case, right?
Everybody kept winning. Because he should have lost, by the way, in his last fight. So that would have changed everything. All of a sudden, that fight would have been dead. If those scorecards were how those scorecards should have been, that fight was dead, right? We've still got a chance. Don't blow the chance. Let's not be greedy. We're lucky to even still have it. So let's make it happen and take the chance now.
Eddie, and now putting the show here at the Forum, Los Angeles is a hotbed for boxing.
Yeah.
You feel you're starting to get a grip on things, on how things work in America?
Slowly, it's just starting to understand what the customer wants. That's the key to running a successful promotional business. It's just your fans, you know, not you, but these people are fans. So what do you want? What do you like? What makes you turn up? You know, and what I'm trying to do is deliver value. That's the first thing that you should always try and deliver. On April 26th, I think we have probably one of the cards of the year in terms of value. And as long as you do that, the people that turn up, I hope we have 7,000 in there. It should be a good crowd. Every one of those people.
You have 7,000?
No, I believe that's what we'll have. About 4,500 at the moment.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, well, it's more than Lomachenko. You know, no, but seriously, like that's so. When I don't know dick about boxing, I've got a show doing better than the superstar, pound for pound star just down the road. But I know that everybody in that arena will leave and go, great night, I got value for money. And our Philadelphia show was probably the first show that I did where I was really happy with the entire card, top to bottom. And I know, what are we having there that night? 5,000. Every one of those people will come next time. So next time, and they'll tell their friends. So it might be 7,000. Next time it might be 9,000. It's the only way to do it. But what I'm learning is, again, what works in Kansas don't work in LA. And what works in LA doesn't work in Turkmenistan. You know? That's the key. But what works in London works in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just me turning up and having a nice bit of food with you great people. It's about understanding how can we drive attendance and excitement for April 26th? And that's what we're still learning and finding out and making sure we have the right team around us. But it all starts with the product. And the product is the fight, it's the cards, it's the show, it's the production, it's the in-event experience, it's the build-up, it's the hype. But ultimately, it is how good is the event. When I leave the arena, did I enjoy it? Over here, I see more hot dog, big Coke, you know, can of like 3 litre, almost like I'm at a cinema. So I'm going to get comfy right now. I'm going to enjoy the show, but I'm going to have a bit of food. And I don't want that. I want you to be dressed up as much as you can. I want you to come and have a little bit of a dance. I want you to have a drink, have a great time, relax, and enjoy the sports. But it's a little bit, sometimes I find American sports a little bit manufactured. You know, when I was in Philly and I went to the Sixers game, it's almost like, it's like an orchestra. Like the in-event guys, all right, ready, okay, are you ready? Make some noise. Oh yeah, you know, it's not like nothing's flowing. Like in England, it's just, we're going crazy. We're dancing around, we're having a drink, blah, blah, blah. And some sports in America, you definitely do have that. But it's got to be, the key word, and I know it's cringy to say it, but it's got to be sexy. A UFC is sexy, right? When you go to a UFC show over here, you see all the things that I just described about our UK shows. People are dressed up, it's a younger, more vibrant crowd. People are having a drink, people are charged, they're excited. And that's what we need to do for boxing. It shouldn't be difficult, because boxing is a great sport. But I just feel like at the moment it's too, you know, it's not cool enough to go to the boxing.
I don't know, Eddie, our attention spans are a little short out here.
You think?
You know, 36-minute fight, I don't know if they could follow.
The soccer fans in the UK, they're just as passionate and wild as the boxing fans.
Yeah, they are.
Compared to over here.
But that's what, the key word there, passion. right? And one thing about the Mexican fans, I mean, when I did Rios against Soto in Tijuana, it was crazy. Like, the atmosphere was amazing. The show started at 3:30. You know, everyone was there at 3:30. They were just like charged. It was. I could feel it in the arena. You know,
They were thanking you and taking pictures.
yeah, I know.
Taking the fight over there.
Yeah, but that's like, you don't understand as a promoter. That's like, that feels amazing. But so you know, there's passion with the Hispanic fight fans. But it's like, and when you talk about what works in certain areas, it's like, oh well. Hispanic fight fans, they come out in LA. They don't just come out in, like, it's not, you don't just put a Hispanic fighter on the card and like the whole Hispanic community just turn up. You know what I mean? So it's like Danny Roman. You know, Danny Roman is in a unification fight. The whole Hispanic community should really come out for Danny Roman. Not enough people know who he is.
Yeah.
He's a great fighter, exciting fighter. He's got a chance to unify the division, you know? But it's about spreading the word, and it's that passion. Like with Crolla, you'll see tomorrow night, Crolla will bring, I don't know, 300 or 400 fans. They will be like, it's like
the loudest fans in the arena.
They're like, come on, Crolla, come on. They're flown from Manchester. It's a 12-hour flight, right? How many people, when Crawford fights in Calm next week, how many people are travelling from Omaha to New York?
A good amount. They travel.
Probably same kind of number, 300 or 400. I mean, that's a lot of people, by the way. But generally, how many people follow fighters? Where is the same? And Crawford's actually a bad example, because Crawford's one of the few that does have that passion from his own, and that probably comes from being from a smaller place.
No professional sports.
No, wow, we've got Terence Crawford. Do you know what I mean? In LA, you've got everything, haven't you?
So many fighters.
But you need that passion. That's how you get the atmosphere when you're cheering for your own. And I think that's what might be missing from American sport. I mean, even every fighter should be fighting in their hometown. That's why we took Tevin Farmer, who is not the biggest name in American boxing, to Philly. And they came out for him, and they supported him, and we had a good atmosphere. That's why I want to take Demetrius Andrade to Providence. Yeah? They should be proud of him. They should have the passion for him. And hopefully that will come across on the TV show.
Eddie, quick question. Bringing Joshua to the U.S. for his debut, how did that go about? Walk us through it. Did Joshua approach you guys and said, I want to fight in New York?
No, not at all.
Or is that the decision you made for him?
We didn't
and what
think,
was his reaction?
we knew it would come, but we thought it would come later.
Okay.
Obviously, with the DAZN's influx into the market, with the money in America going through the roof, all of a sudden that changed the game as well. But we tried to make the Wilder fight, then we looked at the Dillian White fight. We couldn't make those two fights, and then we was like, well, maybe it's time. No, we looked at Jarrell Big Baby Miller, huge personality, undefeated, well ranked, good fighter, and I was like, I think now's the time. You know, the DAZN obviously put a lot of money up. Madison Square Gardens made a major play for him to come, and it just all worked out, you know. And I think now, now we're 7 weeks away. I'm starting to think this is a genius move. Genius move, because you wait till fight week, this is going to be absolutely electric. The place is going to be full up. We're going to have 12, 13,000 British in there. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. And if he does the job that I think he'll do, the week after, Joshua will be in a completely different place that he is now in the US market. You know, and I think that's important, because he is a star in Britain and he's filling 80,000, 90,000 arenas, but there is another world out there. Now, I get all the Deontay Wilder sort of fanboy media guys going to me, Wilder's bigger than Joshua in America. He is. He is the American world heavyweight champion, so he should be. But there's a whole other world out there, globally. But Britain and America are the two key markets, and I just think that you guys are going to go nuts for Joshua, and the people are going to go nuts for Joshua. And I'm so pleased that this time he's got the bit between his teeth where he wants to destroy Jarrell Miller. Like the last 4 or 5 fights, Klitschko, Parker unification, Takam, Povetkin, it's all been very friendly, respect. Like, he wants to destroy Big Baby Miller. He's very personal. And I've not seen him train like this for a while. He's got to just control his emotions. You don't want to be sloppy and make mistakes, but we're going to see the old school spite in Anthony Joshua in this fight. I think it's going to be a tough fight. I do. There's a lot of challenging things in this fight, not just Big Baby, but new venue, new commission, new time zones, new changing rooms. Like, everything's different. It's very exciting.